Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Drew Scott. Leaving Long Island, more people from Nassau and Suffolk are choosing to live in other states. Robert Brodsky breaks down the numbers in a story you'll see only in Newsday.
The numbers from the Long Island Association show that more than 110,000 more Long Islanders are leaving the region between the years of 2017 and 2022 than settling in Nassau and Suffolk County. To put those numbers into perspective, they are greater than the populations of the city of Long Beach, the village of Mineola, and the populations of Southold and Riverhead combined. We have a huge interstate deficit of Long Islanders leaving New York, leaving the region, and settling in other locations, far more than people who are leaving their homes and settling in Long Island. The Long Islanders who are leaving New York State are settling predominantly in Florida by a far margin, followed right behind by Pennsylvania and North Carolina. On the other side of the equation, there is an intrastate surplus of residents coming from other parts of the state coming to Long Island. The majority of those people are coming from New York City, predominantly Queens, followed by Brooklyn and Manhattan. We have a significant number of people settling in Long Island from the 5 boroughs. However, that number does not make up for the deficit of residents who are leaving the state and going to settle elsewhere.
Now you can read more about population trends on Long Island on Newsday.com. Just click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Tom Suozzi is officially back in Congress. The 4-term Democratic representative will serve out the remainder of former Congressman George Santos' term in the 3rd Congressional District, which covers parts of Nassau and Queens. At a ceremony last night at the Capitol, he outlined his priorities, which include bipartisan border deals, restoring state and local tax deductions, and securing federal funds for Long Island's sound water quality. State lawmakers have approved a new congressional redistricting map. Newsday Albany Bureau Chief Yancey Roy explains what it means for you.
There are some subtle but interesting impacts on Long Island. Tom Suozzi, a Democrat, his district gets a little bit more Democratic. How so? It loses Massapequa and it gains parts of Huntington, and that triggers other little shifts in Republican-held districts. Andrew Garbarino's South Shore District moves west and captures Massapequa, helping him out a bit. And the East End District, held by Nick LaLota, also becomes slightly more Republican. But just by a point or so. It's still going to be competitive races.
You can read more about the newly approved map on Newsday.com. Northwell Health looking to expand. Northwell, the largest private employer in the state, wants to merge with Nuvance Health, which has 7 hospitals in the Hudson Valley and Connecticut. It employs 15,000 people. The merger requires state approval, though, from New York as well as Connecticut and the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission. After nearly 100 years in business, Montauk Rug and Carpet has closed for good. The family business was started way back in 1925 in Brooklyn and then expanded to Farmingdale in 1973. Its last day was yesterday after years of support from celebrities, including Ralph Macchio. The owner says all orders will be fulfilled. Long Beach Humane Society's Kitty Cove back in business thanks to over $100,000 in donations. Now, the shelter stopped accepting cats last month after facing financial strain, but now thanks to generous contributions, including $25,000 from the Manus Peace Prize Foundation and an anonymous $50,000 donation, operations are back.
I can't get over how many people have come to give us money and food donations, and somebody donated a pallet of food from one of the companies. It's phenomenal.
The director of Kitty Cove says she anticipates a brighter future for homeless animals on Long Island this year. Amityville's De La Soul is back.
Yo, got 3 minutes to do what y'all want to do. Yo, so speak as free as possible.
This is the new animated lyric video for a bonus track on the commemorative re-release of the iconic group's landmark album, 3 Feet High and Rising. The surviving members are celebrating the 35th anniversary of that album by releasing a digital remastered version of it tomorrow.
Spring may be 3 weeks away, but on TV it's already started. I'm Vern Gay with Newsday with 4 exciting series that are launching over the next couple of months. Let's start with The Regime.
Happy Victory Day, madam.
Let's get on with it, please, yes?
Ravishing. The flowers are ravishing.
I just need to be brief for these briefings.
It's Kate Winslet's newest series for HBO, which begins Sunday. In this 6-parter, she's a dictator of a small and deeply dysfunctional middle European country. Yes, it's a black comedy, but there's also tragedy, so it defies labels. This comes from Will Tracy, one of the creative forces behind Succession, and stars Matthias Schoenhardt, Hugh Grant, and Andrea Riseborough. Coming March 15, Apple TV's Manhunt.
Mr. President, the Confederacy is dead. The Union is saved. The war is over.
This is based on a 2006 historic account of the search for Lincoln's assassin, John Wilkes Booth. Tobias Menzies of Outlanders in the starring role as Secretary of War Edwin Stanton. Anthony Boyle, currently in Masters of the Air, as Booth, while Lily Taylor plays Mary Todd Lincoln. And then on PBS, there's Nolly.
Good things must come to an end. They have plans. The future of the show, without you, you're out.
Chico's.
Helena Bonham Carter stars as real-life British soap star Noelle Gordon, or Nolly. Versatile and prolific and funny, her Nolly may remind you ever so slightly of Bellatrix Lestrange of Harry Potter renown. Finally, let's talk about Three Body Problem, the much-anticipated Netflix series based on the novels of Liu Cixin. This will be an especially active spring season for Netflix, but Three Body Problem seems to be what everybody's talking about, or will be.
Someone or something is targeting scientists.
They're going after our best and brightest.
This begins in 1960s China when a young woman makes a fateful decision that will reverberate across time and space, as Netflix notes. Prominent scientists around the globe then go missing. And you can read more about the spring shows on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Thank you for joining us. I'm Vern Gay.
All right, it's Friday Eve. Here's what's up on Long Island. That's right, St. Patrick's Day parades step off all across the island this weekend. There's festivities in Kings Park on Saturday and parades in Bethpage, East Islip, and Mineola on Sunday. Let's sing the songs of Taylor Swift during a live band experience tribute to the music of pop icon Taylor Swift. It's tomorrow night at the Paramount in Huntington. Animal lovers, head over to the Long Island Pet Expo. Special attractions include Diana Froman and her performing dogs, a rainforest reptile show, and the Long Island Dog Derby. It's Saturday and Sunday at the Suffolk Credit Union Arena in Brentwood. For admission info and for more events, just click Get More below the Newsday TV video box on our homepage. Checking out your hyperlocal Thursday forecast. Partly cloudy today, highs around 40 degrees. Tonight we dip way down into the 20s. Bundle up, everybody. Tomorrow, though, sunny, highs around 40 degrees. Here's a look now at your futurecast. More wet weather on the way. You can see the rain moving in on Saturday. Looking at your 7-day forecast, warm but not much sun on Sunday.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Home Tax Saver, PTRC Incorporated.
In this day and age of social media and of misinformation everywhere you look, it's so critical for my work to come from a respected, trusted source where readers know they can trust it day in and day out.
Newsday, covering Long Island like no one else can.
I'm Drew Scott. Thanks very much for watching.